Yo, what's up guys, it's your boy SSG Lil in the building, and I'm back with another reaction video. We're on to the next week's weekly rap reactions, and for the week that I'm covering, we have a rap from Rustage and a rap from Daddyphatsnaps. We're obviously going to start with the Rustage one. This is the Tengen Uzui Rap, City Lights by Rustage featuring Aizen Senpai. I haven't heard of Aizen Senpai at all, not as a feature on any previous rap song reactions. So it's going to be good to hear a new voice, a new type of style. And if he's paired with Rustage, I already know it's going to be fire. And I have heard a Tengen Uzui Rap in the past from Daddyphatsnaps. So I can't wait to hear Rustage and Aizen Senpai's take on Tengen Uzui. And you already know, before we get into it, to avoid a copyright strike, I am not associated with Demon Slayer. I support the official release and the creators of the official release. Go support the official release for yourselves. And let's get right into this, y'all. Tengen Uzui Rap, City Lights.
Sound breathing, flashy, you know it's taken. Protect the ones I love, that's the mission. So I'ma risk it all for my district. Under the bright skies, city lights, nice night, to kill a demon, to kill a demon. Bright skies, city lights, nice night, to kill a demon, to kill a demon.
Red dots in my eyes so they know where to find me. I make a twitch like a live stream. I know you like me, but you won't ever be like me. One of a kind like a shiny. I leave it sick like it's 5G. And I be so bright that they go blind when our eyes meet. Get loud like a confident, heartbeat decked out like an opulent. RP sent out how I'm dominant. They got sickles of blood like the Communist Party. I know my way around these pussies, the gynecologist. Ask me, they wanna act like they bullies whilst I'm the opposite. Classy, I'm so flashy. I make it pop like it's bangers and mash. Shit's so nasty. Exit them out like the Amsterdam flag. I got my girls and they scantily clad. They out of pocket but I got the carrier bag. Quick like a panic attack. Leave them destroyed like the ideogram on my back. Move like a man with a passion, the talents of fashion. My strings make it blast like it's Packables cannon. No flashy in action. I'm go to two souls for the Madden's attraction. That's wax that I'm packing. Can't stand how I'm rapping, but they made the dungeon. So how are they mad at the dragon? They call themselves moves like they asked that I'm clapping. They beat to a pub like I'm Samuel L. Jackson. I'm sick of dealing with these bottom feeders. I'm unmatched, they like doodles to the Mona Lisa. A bunch of dodgy geezers bow before your godly leader. They be chatting shit, but secretly they all just want a feature. They so lame, they are nice, so fireworks like I'm Guy Fawkes. They don't know who to fight for, dropping 40Ks like it's White Dwarf. Leaving disconnected like a Skype call. Put the lights up when the night falls. I've got cornea like an eyeball. Watch the blade stream like it's Tidal. I got gold bands like it's Pharaoh Cammy. I be fighting till they dead and buried. Leave a demon in the cemetery. Ice cold like it's Ben and Jerry's. Legendary. Score with the notes that I write to the tempo, the time of the piece. Get them ready. Can't be afraid of the heights when I'm spending my life at the peak.
Sound breathing, flashy, you know it's taken. Protect the ones I love, that's the mission. So I'ma risk it all for my district. Under the bright skies, city lights, nice night, to kill a demon.
I leave them bleeding, doing so flashy the way that I'm leading. Giving a beating, they coming at me, I'm playing with demons.
Bright skies, city lights, nice night, to kill a demon.
I live and bleed and do it so flashy the way that I'm leading. Giving a beating, they coming at me, I'm playing with demons.
All right, y'all. That was the Tengen Uzui Rap, City Lights by Rustage featuring Aizen Senpai. I have to admit, bro, that Aizen Senpai was truly amazing, bro. I love his energy. I love his voice. I just loved it all, bro. Sound breathing, flashy, you know it's Tengen. Protect the ones I love, that's the mission. So I would risk it all for my district. Under the bright skies, city lights, nice nights, to kill a demon, to kill a demon. Bright skies, city Nice, nice, nice. To kill a demon. To kill a demon. Demon. Like, oh my god, bro. I'm like, hold up. The, he was hitting them high, like the high notes. What the? Oh. And like I said, I kind of like the last iteration as well. Like I leave him bleeding, got so flashed the way that I'm leaving. That I'm leading. Hey, got all beaten. Like they coming for me, I'm playing with demons. Like, okay, Rustage, you gonna enter? I like when he does that, bro. Cause you know, Tengen all about being flashy, bro. And he also like respect me, respect my authority. And that's why I love a lot of Rustage's friggin' bars and all that. Talking about the especially talking about him leading and like they don't know who do they want to fight for. Cause Rustage, this is the first time it's not like a chorus in the middle and two verses. It's the chorus, a long verse by Rustage, and then he's with Aizen Senpai on the chorus. So him talking about he's sick like it's 5G, and he talk about the doodles to the Mona Lisa, like compared to a masterpiece of art, this is just nothing but scribbles. Hold up, bro. And I like how he talk about it's nasty. Cause he talk about how flashy, mash, like blow it together, like pop together like it's banger and mash. This so nasty. I'm like, okay, let's go, Rustage, keep going. And he's like, and he literally said live stream. I Twitch like a live stream, like Twitch, the streaming platform, bro. Come on, bro. He was just going in too, especially when he started going talking about other the rapping, I'm like, the traction, man. I'm like, what the? It got the X's like it's Amsterdam because the Amsterdam flag got 3 X's on it. Like, come on. And I love how he slowed it down. He said they out my like the girls they out of pocket, so I bring the carrier bag. Like, come on. And like he's like put the demons in the cemetery. Like Cole like Ben and Jerry's legendary. And I'm like, oh, Ben and Jerry's like the ice cream, bro. So Cole would make sense, bro. You, I just like that, bro. The fast rap combined with all of that, and he talk about his score and talk about what he writing, and he can't be afraid when he at the peak. I'm like, okay, making a score like sheet music, like come on. He said tidal wave, like make a string, like make a wave like a tidal, make a wave string like it's tidal wave. You know what I'm talking about? That's all I said, bro. The references in here, along with the nice rapping, the amazing singing, this just made it an absolute banger, if you know what I mean, bro. So, man, great job to Rustage. Great job to Aizen Senpai. You both made an amazing banger, y'all. Great job. On to the next one. And now we have a rap from Daddyphatsnaps. This is the Red Hood rap, Grave, by Daddyphatsnaps. You guys know I've reacted to 2 Red Hood based songs or raps prior. I've reacted to one by Dizzy 8. I reacted to one from Fabvl. So now DPS, he gonna take his turn with Red Hood. And I know who Red Hood is. Jason Todd, one of the Robins, who eventually turned and didn't like Batman's methods because Joker, I believe, ended up killing him. And after that, it was kind of like Screw trying to save the villains and putting them in jail. It's kind of like he wants to just air everything out, just all of them gone. So, hey, can't wait to hear Daddyphatsnaps' take on Red Hood. And of course, you already know the man Fabvl, the random dope guitar playing fabulous Fabvl, always helping DPS help elevate the raps to a whole new level. So yeah, I can't wait to see Daddyphatsnaps' take on Red Hood with this rap. And you already know, before we get into it, to avoid a copyright strike, I am not associated with DC Comics. I support the official release and the creators of the official release. Go support the official release for yourselves. And let's get right into this, y'all. Red Hood rap, Grave.
I just wanna see him pay. All these heroes acting soft, but I ain't scared to make it rain. Boy, the city about to change. Bitch, I'm loose of all restraint. You can't reason with insane. I just to the brain. Boy, I put him in the brain. I just wanna see him pay. All these heroes acting soft, but I ain't scared to make it rain. Boy, the city about to change. Bitch, I'm loose of all restraints. You can't reason with insane, so I just to the brain. Boy, I put him in the brain. Definition of insanity means that you're doing the same thing and expecting a different result. And that reality is cold. The chick that you took back, she's still a hoe. The more that you stress, the less you control. The more that you popping bullets in my vest, the less of a chance that you make it home. Base. I just wanna hear a bitch, triggered so I hear a clip. Now you beg, but when I go akimbo, I'm not hearing it. Insanity, it means you send it caps when I keep killing quick. Insanity, it means you send it back when I can kill them quick. Got them sick and I get medicine and got the mega clipping for the mega sin and got them going lighter than my melanin. You stay was born to rig the morning setting in and blood is covering. It's like a second skin and now you get right and got you pedaling. Got the bullets flying like it's Medellin. You can catch one if you meddling. Wanna hear my favorite song? I think that you should know. Listen. Let the bodies hit the floor. I ain't ringing bells, bitch, I'm busting down your door. I put the foe to your forehead. More problems, more lead. I just wanna see him pay. I ain't scared to make it. Bitch, I'm loose of all restraint. So I just do to the. So I just do to the brain. I just wanna see him pay. All these heroes acting soft, but I ain't scared to make it rain. Boy, the city about to change. Bitch, I'm loose of all restraints. You can't reason with insane, so I just do to the brain. Boy, I put him in the brain. Your mammy tells you, boy, I got your fucking back. I'm the Dark Knight. Ain't nobody fucking with the bag. You see this shit around my belt, all these utilities I'm strapped. If anybody coming to you, better know they get it smacked. Let me interject in. Was killed and resurrected. And maybe it's just me, but I expected you to wreck 'em. I know you have a code, but I have a code as well. It reads, do some wild shit, and I send you all to hell. Drop. Bitch, pull at the heater and iron a wig. Lighting them up, they taking a swim, but you stay with the rest of you lie with the shrimp. Give us some rope and they die on a limb. And I'ma be the one providing the stick. Take a little off the top, I stay with the wall. And it's chop, chop, and I'm fading them all. And talk, talk, overstating your balls. Pop, pop, leave a stain in your draw. Current nurse about to show you some magic. Pull a nickel out the back of your skull. See the blick, I'ma show you some magic. You in here, now you got it at home. Don't give a fuck about the politics, cause the holla tips moving quicker than all. Listen to me now, you should know I'm different. While everybody doing that, I'm doing this shit. While everybody doing that, I'm on a mission. When your favorite fan hear this shit, he gon' put you in the grave. I just wanna see him pay. All these rappers say the song, but I ain't scared to make it rain. The song is flying off the chain, and bitch, I lose on my restraint. You say I'm not the best to do this, don't you know you sound insane? Bitch, I will put you in the grave.
All right, y'all. That was the Red Hood Rap Grave by Daddyphatsnaps. Bro, I love that joint. I just want to see him pay. I'm like, okay. Talk about these heroes soft. They afraid to make it rain. Talking about the city's about to change. I'm loose of all restraints. You can't reason with insane. I just stick it. I just to the brain, stick it to the brain, put him in a grave, like, yo. And I love the energy, bro. I just started jamming with it, because that was Red Hood's motive. He doesn't like that. All these villains getting off scot-free. And I just love both verses that DPS puts out, talking about that reality is cold, and talking about that chick you with is still a H. I'm like, oh. And he literally said that, like, the more you stress, the less that you control, the more shots you put towards me, the less you gonna make, the more, like, shots to my vest, the less chance you gonna make it home. I'm like, hold up, whoa. And I love how he ended his verse, like, I put the foe to your forehead. More problem, more lead. I love all of that. I just love the energy. And he talk about insanity. That's the definition of doing the same thing, getting a different result. But that reality is cold. I'm like, yo, hold up. I think that might actually be the definition of insanity. I've heard that a lot, but I just like how he talk about this, like Gotham, and I'm the medicine. Got the mega clip for the mega sinning. I'm like chill like a melanin. I'm like, ooh, like hold up. He started going crazy. Like you D riding, so you pedaling. I'm like, yeah, let's go. Like God one where they be meddling. I'm like, oh my goodness. Like he was just going crazy. Then you get to the second verse, talk about, he tell you, like, I'm the Dark Knight. You know you ain't effing with the bag. Like I see on my belt, the utilities, I am strapped. Like if they do anything, you gonna get smacked. He said, hold up. He said, let me interject it. Was killed and resurrected. I'm like, oh. He's like, I was expecting you to wreck him, shoot him. Kind of like Red Hood. He was expecting, like, out of everyone in the world, he killed Robin. So you would think he would actually break his moral code and actually kill villains, but he still didn't kill Joker. It's like, shoot him. I'm like, oh. And I like how you talk about drop. And then it's like, I ain't a, I'm like, he said, I ain't a B. And he said, you talk about you go with the rest, but then you die. But then we lie with the shrimp. I'm like, oh. And I love how he talk about, like, want to hear my favorite song? I think you should know. Listen, let the bodies hit the floor. Like, oh. And he was just going in as red. And he literally talk about corners gonna be doing some magic, pull the nickel right out of your skull. Like, oh, like the shot to the back of the head. Like, oh, like I'm gonna do some magic you hearing, but now you're in a hole. Like, you 6 feet under, you in a grave now. I'm like, this joint is really hitting. You hear all the references talk, and he definitely talked about, like, I got pop, like, yeah, like talk, yeah, overestimating your ball, pop. He's like, don't talk to politics, and he's like, chop. I'm like, oh, and he said, don't f with the politics, cause my hollow tips are quicker than law. He basically saying F the law, like I am with this, I'm with this killing shit. I'm like, oh. And he literally talk about, like, I'm different, like when while they doing that, I'm on my mission. Like I'm doing this. Like while they doing that, I'm on this. When your fan hear this, they gonna put you in a grave. Like, oh, okay, nice little transition. He was just taking mad shots at Batman because that's what Red Hood was doing. Man, like I said, I'm truly entertained by these. It's a truly amazing experience listening to these raps. Great job to Daddyphatsnaps. And amazing job to Fabvl. I heard the guitar work, especially in the middle and during the chorus and near the end, right before all the audio cut. Truly amazing. So great job, DPS. Made an absolute banger here. Great job, man. The next video will either be the next weekly rap reaction or the next random video, which is the Yuji Itadori rap song, I Don't Want to Be Alone by Dizzy 8, featuring Mix Williams. So yeah, be prepared for one of those two options in the next video. This is the end of the video, y'all. Like and subscribe if you do happen to like my content. I appreciate any support that gets SSG Lil, y'all. I'm out. Peace.